Happy 4th of July, Cancers. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having an amazing birthday season. Happy belated birthday to my Cancers who already had a birthday. Happy early birthday to my Cancers who are about to turn up. So, how you all been doing? I hope you all took a chance to watch the video when I was doing a personal reading for Ariel. A few months back, I said I was going to start reading for the brave, the people who will let me record them when we do our personal readings and uploading it on the channel. I plan to do it maybe once a month or however frequently I can get somebody brave enough to let me read for them on the channel. But anyways, I missed you. I'm here to do your reading. I hope everything's amazing. Let's jump in for my Cancers, overall energy for my Cancers for this week. The beginning of July, overall energy for my Cancers. I got Queen of Wands. When I was prepping for your reading, I got Nicki Minaj and Drake, Proud of You. So this is your season. This is your time to congratulate yourself, to really take a step back. Look at all the things you've created. Look at all the things that you've excelled over, the ways that you've grown, the ways that you've moved forward in spite of obstacles. So this is a good time for you to kind of jump in your fire energy, be proud of yourself, get in your bag. Focus on the things that you've created and all the great things you've done for yourself within this previous year. Of course, the Queen of Wands energy is about manifestation as well. So this is about what we want to see brought into the physical world going forward. But the big thing for you, Cancer, is to celebrate where you are. You are known to be a workhorse. You are known to save others, help others, sacrifice yourself. But in your season, this is your time to pour all that love, energy, effort into yourself. All right. For my Cancers, I love the Queen of Wands energy. I love you standing in your power. Before I started recording, I remember seeing Sweetie. I think today is Sweetie's birthday, the rapper. She was dancing and twerking and holding her little purse, just looking so cute. And that just made me think of like that energy that you worked all year for this time, for this season, to really go out and celebrate yourselves. All right. Let's see what's coming in for you. What's coming in for my Cancers? What's coming in for my Cancers? What's coming in for my Cancers? Okay, we got the High Priestess in reverse. And what else we have? We have the Devil in reverse. And Knight of Cups in reverse. So very, very interesting energy. What is this pertaining to? This is the Queen of Pentacles. I will say the Queen of Pentacles wanted to come upside down, so in the reverse also. I just feel like you're not giving to cycles in the past. Things that made you feel confused, things that blocked your intuition, people and places you knew that were toxic, your personal devil in your life. Knight of Cups, people wanting to bring in emotions but not stay, not stand up for you, not show up for you in the way that you need, the ways that you would like. You're not given to those situations. That's why this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're just not given to them. You're closing out cycles. You could have been working on doing this before your birthday season. You could be doing that now. Let's see. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? My Cancers, I got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands even wanted to come out in the reverse. And I flipped all these cards upright. So I went through all these decks before I started this reading. I have like 6 decks and I go through them all before your reading. The Ace of Wands in reverse. This just does not do it for you anymore. The inconsistencies, the people who are into just physical karmic connections, the people who are not enlightened, not open to growth, not open to their own spirituality, the people who are not woke, not open to their subconscious desires, beliefs, the reasons why they do what they do is just not attractive to you anymore. So you might have went through a season, and a lot of us have, and just from our previous readings together, there were plenty of seasons where the F boy, the F girl, the F entity was attractive to you. You know, like it was something about that unattainable, sexy darkness, unpredictable energy that at some point you liked it. It turned you on a little bit. That's okay, right? It's okay to admit that. But in this season, you take yourself more seriously. You see yourself as the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands energy. You see yourself as the prize. And anyone coming into your sphere of influence that's not treating you like the prize, you're not attracted to it. This earring's about to fall. Look, look, look. Life been life all the time. Anyway, I guess I should take this one off too. I might edit this out, but I probably won't. Anyway, you're just not, the people who are not taking you seriously, you're not attracted to them. You finally see yourself as you are, as something meant to be cherished, as someone meant to be proud of their accomplishments, as someone meant to be loved and taken seriously. And if you are not feeling that vibe in a connection, in a friendship, at work, even with your own family, you're learning how to detach from those connections. Because with the Ace of Wands upright, you were seeking validation from these connections. So when you met people who maybe didn't treat you like a prize and you knew you were a prize, a part of you was seeking validation based on how they treated you. Now, because you went in hermit mode, came out, well, went in hermit crab mode, went in however it works for you guys. And then you came out, you don't need their validation. You can validate yourself. What you want is respect. And you have now equated respect with how someone treats you. And I don't think you've always done that. In the past, I just seen the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. In the past, you allowed for a lot of excuses. You listened to different excuses as to why someone didn't give to you, couldn't be there for you, didn't show up for you, didn't keep their word. And it left you with a lot of burdens, and it essentially took people off the hook. Like it left all other people off the hook for their bad behavior, but you carried the burdens of the disappointments from people just not showing up for you and not appreciating you in the way that you deserve. So we're moving away from that. We got Six of Swords, we got the Empress energy, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So we know Six of Swords is about moving to a place with a better mindset, a place you can clearly think, clearly move, moving away from things that blocked you, restricted your mental aptitude, and moving forward to growth with the Empress energy. There's this energy here of seeing yourself as something to give to, seeing yourselves looking at charity a little bit from a different perspective. I see in the past, you would kind of look at, you were always the one giving, showing up. Now you're looking at yourself as more of something to receive with that feminine Queen of Wands energy. You are something and someone that should be receiving these pentacles, not always the person, the entity that should be giving these pentacles. You're something to now receive. You're in your receptive energy. I like that. That seemed very general. Let's see, is any particular energy standing out for my Cancers? Who's involved in this? Any particular energy standing out for my Cancers? Wheel of Fortune. Something is coming in the future. Wheel of Fortune is my card of the future. It is the karmic wheel changing, the ebbs and flows of life, the good karma, the dharma, you know, the consequences to your choices. That is the Wheel of Fortune. For me, this definitely is a card of the future. So something is coming towards you in the future. I feel like this could be more romantic, more of like what's your heart desire. Your heart's desire, it's not just a romantic thing. It's like the friend group, the tribe you desire, the lover you desire, the treatment at work you desire. Like your desires are coming in. King of Cups, I like that. King of Cups energy, and we got the Nine of Wands. Okay. And the Nine of Cups. This is the energy of being guarded, allowing people to prove their worth to you, allowing you the ability to learn how to trust someone earn your trust, someone earn your emotions, someone earn your attention, and someone earn your validation. This is a season of healthy selfishness, healthy care of self, and a healthy self-regard. I do see a potential love interest with the King of Cups. You know, I can't ignore the fact that this could potentially be a person that has emotion. I get for some of you, this could be you coming to a more grounded emotional place, handling your emotions from more of a masculine energy, holding back emotionally, guarding yourself, but not in a bad way, it's kind of a place that you see more value in your heart and your emotions and your time that you did in the past. So you protect it a little bit more. It's kind of like you were the prize the whole time, but you always dated people who protected themselves as they were the prize. So, for instance, you could have dated someone who was very selfish with their time, selfish with their resources, selfish with their emotions, guarding and holding these things back. And you didn't understand that. But for them, for the selfish person, their time is super important, their love, their emotions, their words, how they show up, those things, they take it very seriously to the point where they can be prudent with it. Now you're learning how to be prudent with your time, your emotions, your energy, because as the prize, you know you have to preserve yourself. Oftentimes, these are the things that we learn from dating other people. These are the things that we learn from people who are perceived as selfish, how to be selfish. You know, the giver, there's a taker and a giver in most dynamics. And sometimes there are over givers and over takers. And it's almost like these lessons that you both have to learn. Like the giver learns from the taker, and the taker should be learning from the giver, so you can balance out that energy. And that's what I'm getting. You've connected with enough selfish people that now it's taught you to have healthy selfishness, right? Let's look into this love energy. Love energy for my Cancers. Love energy for my Cancers. Got Five of Cups. Okay. Whoop. Four of Wands. And Temperance. Right now, let's see. Let's clarify that. Knight of Swords. So this Five of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords. There's a person from the past who is regretting a disconnection with you, regretting how something happened, regretting kicking over the cups that held your emotions and love for them. This person is regretting that energy. This person is, right now, they're kind of in a sulking, introverted place, but they will come and communicate. They're working on what they want to say to you, how they want to approach you, etc., etc. Let's clarify this. 1111 card is clarified by the Strength card. The advice is, no matter who comes forward, you have to hold the vision. No person from your past, no person from the future is bigger than the program. If the program, Cancer, is that you want 1111s, you want the Four of Wands, you want stability, you want marriage, you want union under a hopa, under God, you want a sacred union, then the Strength card is saying that you stand on that business. You don't step away from your desires for anybody. And you could have had this instance happen before. People from your past who you really liked, you loved, you even possibly fantasized about came forward, but they didn't come forward with what your heart's desire was. And you could have allowed them in your life. They could have made you unhappy. Those situations could have ended badly. You may have felt that you didn't benefit from those connections in the way that you wanted to. That's because you didn't stand on the business. You know, you made a person bigger than the program in the past. You made a person's scarcity your program. Like if a person couldn't love you fully because of scarcity or whatever the reason was, you know, you allowed that person to be your program instead of standing on the business that is your program of what your heart desire is, what you've wanted since you were a little girl or a little boy or a little entity, you know. You allowed the person to be bigger than the program, and I feel that that did not benefit you. So strength is telling you, no matter who comes forward, the program is what it is. Your desire, your heart's desire, it is what it is. Whoever comes forward needs to be matching the program, needs to be matching what your heart desire is, or you would have to let them go. There is some healing that's occurring in your energy also right now, which I love to see it. The energy of Sagittarius balancing out things. I feel like that's a balancing act in itself, not sacrificing your heart's desire and really believing and having faith in that is whatever's in your heart will come to fruition. But you have to also understand, and I feel with this reading, you have understood that the more you give energy to what is not for you, the more you delay what's in your heart. And I don't see you doing this anymore. I don't see you doing this anymore. What's up with the love interests from the past? What's up with them? King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This is always what they want to bring, the Page of Pentacles. This is almost someone who always wants to barter on your value or bargain on your value, or like, you know, when you go to like a bazaar or you're shopping in another country, you go to the shopping area and you see something you like. This is the person who always wants to give you less than what you deserve. This is the, you know, if you're the seller, you know that your purse is worth the price. This person's always gonna want to come and haggle down the price of you, haggle down what's required to have you, haggle down what's required to access you, just to give you pennies. It's almost like this was an energy of someone who they felt accomplished by giving you less than what you deserve and you accepting it. I don't foresee this person ever giving you more than a Page of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups. And a lot of you put yourself on hold for somebody who could only give you a Page of Pentacles when really you had the Ten of Pentacles the whole time. What's a Page of Pentacles to someone who has the Ten of Pentacles? What's one page to someone who has the Ten of Pentacles inside of them? You know, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this seems like someone from your past was a game player. Like maybe they would put you in situations for you to put in more work, thinking that you would get more love, but there was always an element of sabotage, backstabbing in this connection because they were giving you less than what you would deserve. They were always attempting to undercut your value. And that's not real love. That's convenience. That's convenience. That's why we have 7-Elevens and whatever your Thorntons, whatever your local convenience store is, because you get what you need, but it's not at the price, the value, or the quality that it should be. I don't see you allowing anyone to treat you like that anymore, Cancer, but I do see there is a particular person who likes to come in and challenge your worth. They like to feel that they're more important to you than your own desires. And that's very dangerous. All right. New love coming in. New love coming in for the Cancers. We got the Five of Pentacles energy. We got the Seven of Wands, Death card, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's some things that still need to be worked through. Of course, you'll bring the love in when you're a little bit less guarded, but you got to protect yourself. You got to do what you got to do. If you feel like you're in a season to protect yourself, then you protect yourself. And the person who is your love interest, they may have to be a little bit more patient. They may have to give it some time, but it's more important that you protect yourself and you're comfortable than taking a risk on love right now. I do see there's going to be a transformation. I don't necessarily see it occurring this month, but possibly in August. There's going to be some type of transformation. That could be someone coming in, offering commitment. You could be committing to someone else. We do have the Death card and the Ace of Pentacles. This person could be a Scorpio. This could be someone who went through some type of transformation. I do see possibly in the next 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 days, more than likely 4 weeks, 4 months time frame, that someone's going to come in and offer commitment. World card. I don't necessarily see this as a new lover though, y'all. I cannot lie. I don't see it as a new lover, but I do see it as someone who's going to be very afraid of you rejecting them. This is not a new lover, no matter if I try to pull it or not. Six of Cups, Justice. This is somebody who wants to spin the block. Queen of Pentacles, and they actually want to fix what they broke. I don't necessarily get this as the energy who likes to undercut your value. I get this as something else. Who is this person? Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Yeah. Somebody who definitely walked away, or you walked away from them. This person's coming back as the King of Pentacles. So it could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. No, this person is definitely coming back for commitment. I don't see it as a new lover. It could be a familiar energy in the spirit of a new lover, but I don't see this as a new lover. All right. Okay, in closing, any advice? One card for advice for my Cancers, one card for advice. I got the Lovers. I got the Lovers. And I get that as don't lose sight of your dreams, of what you want for yourself, of what you have formulated as your heart's desire. Don't lose sight of this. Don't settle for a connection that doesn't feel like it's spiritual or that it's deep just for the sake of status quo or for the sake of what society is telling you you should have. Do not settle. I do feel that a deeper connection with the potential of procreation and a lot of growth is coming your way. All right, this is what I have for you. Hit the thumbs up, like this video, comment below, talk to me nicely. I have a lot of time to do readings, so I see myself continuing to produce content. You know, I duck and dive, I dip. I am a Virgo. I do the hermit shuffle on you, but when I come back, it's because it's what you need to hear. So again, I hope you like this reading. Comment below, talk to me nicely. Have a very safe 4th of July. Have a happy birthday. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.